Imagine a world without the internet, without phones, without even books. Imagine vital information traveling slowly, carried by word of mouth or handwritten letters. This was life before the printing press. Knowledge was precious and rare, held tight in the hands of a select few. The vast majority of people lived and died without ever encountering the written word. Stories, news, and even religious texts were shared through spoken traditions, passed down from one generation to the next. This meant that knowledge could be easily distorted, lost, or simply forgotten over time. The printing press changed all of that, ushering in a new era of communication and enlightenment. In the heart of the 15th century, a German inventor named Johannes Gutenberg had a groundbreaking idea. He sought to mechanize the process of creating text, which had been a painstakingly slow and laborious task for centuries. Gutenberg cleverly combined existing technologies, such as the screw press used for winemaking and the movable type used in pottery, to create his printing press. This magnificent invention employed individual metal letters arranged on a printing plate, inked and pressed onto paper to produce multiple copies of a page. This ingenious invention, completed around 1440, marked a pivotal moment in human history. The ability to produce texts quickly and in large quantities revolutionized the way information was spread and ideas were shared. With Gutenberg's invention, the process of creating books was transformed from a painstakingly slow and expensive endeavor to a much faster and more affordable one. Before the printing press, books were rare and valuable objects, painstakingly copied by hand, often by monks in monasteries. However, Gutenberg's press could produce thousands of pages in a single day, making books readily available to a wider audience. This marked the beginning of mass production for books, leading to an explosion in literacy and learning throughout Europe. No longer were books the exclusive domain of the wealthy and the church. The printing press made it possible for people from all walks of life to own and read books, democratizing access to knowledge and fueling a thirst for learning that spread like wildfire across the continent. The impact of the printing press on education was, honestly, just profound. It completely transformed how information was shared and who could access it. Before its invention, books were rare, expensive, and painstakingly copied by hand, making them available only to a privileged few. But with the printing press, knowledge was suddenly within reach for a much broader segment of society. With the availability of printed books, universities flourished and, new schools were established. Education was no longer limited to the elite. More people could now attend universities and benefit from a formal education. The spread of printed materials helped standardize curricula and made learning more consistent across different regions. Students could now access a wealth of knowledge through textbooks, allowing them to learn at their own pace and really delve deeper into subjects that interested them. Libraries grew, and the sharing of ideas became much easier, fostering a culture of curiosity and independent study. Science also benefited enormously from the printing press. Scientific works could be published and distributed widely, so discoveries didn't remain isolated in one place. Scientists could now easily share their findings with colleagues across Europe, leading to a rapid acceleration in scientific discovery. This exchange of ideas sparked collaboration and debate, which pushed the boundaries of what was known. Detailed anatomical drawings, which were previously copied by hand, could now be mass-produced, enhancing the study of medicine. Medical students and doctors everywhere could learn from the same accurate illustrations, improving both teaching and practice. The printing press also had a profound impact on religion. For the first time, religious texts could be printed in large numbers and in local languages, making them accessible to ordinary people. Martin Luther's 95 Theses, a catalyst for the Protestant Reformation, were rapidly disseminated throughout Europe thanks to the printing press. This allowed his revolutionary ideas to reach people far beyond his own community. This newfound ability to readily spread religious ideas and challenge traditional doctrines had a seismic impact on the religious landscape of Europe. The printing press truly democratized knowledge, forever changing the way people learned, communicated, and believed. One of the most famous and influential examples of the printing press's transformative power is the Gutenberg Bible, completed around 1455. This monumental achievement marked a turning point in human history, as it was the first time a major book could be produced in large quantities and distributed widely. This masterpiece, the first major book printed using movable type, was a testament to the beauty, precision, and revolutionary potential of Gutenberg's invention. The process of movable type allowed for unprecedented accuracy and consistency in every copy. The printing press also enabled the widespread circulation of important texts like Euclid's Elements, which helped preserve and spread mathematical knowledge across continents and generations. It also brought the works of William Shakespeare, timeless plays and poetry that shaped the English language, into the hands of readers far beyond the theatres of London. These works, and, well, countless others, were now accessible to a wider audience than ever before, breaking down barriers of class and geography, and sparking curiosity and learning in people from all walks of life. The printing press shaped the literary and scientific landscape for generations to come, fueling revolutions in thought, education, and culture that still resonate today. The ability to print music also had a profound and lasting impact, changing the way music was shared, taught, and performed. Before the printing press, musical scores were painstakingly copied by hand, a slow and laborious process that made music rare and expensive. This limited the availability of sheet music to only a privileged few, restricting musical knowledge and creativity. With the advent of printed music, composers and musicians could finally reach audiences far and wide, sharing their compositions across borders and generations. Composers like Bach and Mozart could share their genius with the world, inspiring countless others and helping to create a rich shared musical heritage. The printing press truly led to a flourishing of musical creativity, making music a universal language that could be enjoyed and performed by people everywhere. Beyond its impact on education, science, and religion, the printing press fostered a new sense of connection and community. It became a powerful tool that brought people together, not just as individuals seeking knowledge, but as members of a larger, interconnected society. The printed word became a bridge, linking minds and hearts across boundaries that had once seemed insurmountable. People across Europe, separated by vast distances and different backgrounds, could now read the same news, discuss the same ideas, and engage in intellectual debates sparked by the written word. For the first time, a farmer in the countryside and a scholar in a bustling city could be part of the same conversation, united by the pages they held in their hands. This shared experience helped to foster a sense of European identity and honestly paved the way for the Enlightenment, a period of unprecedented intellectual and philosophical growth. The exchange of ideas was no longer limited to the elite. It became a vibrant collective journey that shaped the future of entire societies. The printing press, by democratizing access to knowledge and fostering the exchange of ideas, played a pivotal role in shaping the modern world. It allowed people to challenge old beliefs, share discoveries, and dream of new possibilities together. The ability to print in local languages, rather than relying solely on Latin, further democratized knowledge and helped to develop a sense of national identity. People could finally see their own stories, values, and voices reflected in print, strengthening bonds within communities. The printing press, therefore, not only spread knowledge but also helped to shape cultures and forge new identities. Its legacy is the enduring power of the written word to connect, inspire, and unite people across generations and borders.